All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Group Chart Analysis. It is Thursday, July 19, 2018, and a lot of cool things happened last night during last analysis and also this morning for those of you that caught the news of what happened with Trump, and what he said with Putin, and he didn't like the Federal Reserve tax and claims and all
I
this stuff.
can't hear
But the market
anything.
completely shifted, completely everything reversed. In the necessary direction, which is dope. So I want to go over, what we could be looking for, absolutely, like after what had happened, possible moves, possible continuation spots, pullbacks, and to see on a larger scale because some of these reversals may come down to respect the trend lines that they had broken, but depending on the higher time frames, they could actually go back and re-break them. So I want to see how we're going to be able to do that. So let's take a look at EU. So EU here last night, from the last few days earlier this week, I had drawn. No, don't do it. Sorry. We had drawn trend lines according to the market structure of what we're seeing. I had a couple other things here, but we had predicted that ever since that it broke here, it was going to either come down. These are the two things we had. It was either going to come up and then shoot down, kind of like it did towards this trend line right here, or it was going to come up, shoot down, shoot up. I think it was actually this. I think it was actually shoot up, break the water, then hit the Mayo. That was the other one. And as you see, it broke the water, and the news hit this morning, and that was pretty much what really set this thing. Not this one. What came down. This was the news candle right here, but it shot down during London session as expected, and then New York session came around and it did reversal, and then during about I want to say almost 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, maybe a little like right after, it shot the hell up and hit that Mayo on the hour. So what to expect now? So after a shot up like that, I'm gonna have to say and expecting that this thing will continue upwards. That's a big momentum push, and the dollar definitely weakened. So based off of that part, just off of the dollar weakening, I'm gonna have to go up and say that this thing is going to continue up. Now it is in that, like I said, that the EMAs are really tight, so there really is no specific trend right now. So this can go do whatever it wants, and based upon that, we're looking at the trend lines that we had drawn here. I'm looking at this thing to shoot up to finish off the market for the week at the recent daily high. So we'll be looking for continuation pushes to the upside, back to retest the trend lines, so that we can, obviously get some tips up to that spot. Let me see this 4-hour. 4-hour looks okay, but the news kind of pushed it back. It's not divergent, but at the end of the day, news does affect technicals, so this is technically going to go up. We're going to be looking for that the daily through a massive wick. Oh yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Look at that daily wick. Thing is massive right here. Trapped all these traders. Blah blah blah. News came out and they're going up. So they're going to go up and retest that recent daily high. So you're going to be looking for buys. U-Chief. Now, I just want a fair warning. Normally for Thursdays, I kind of like to just finish out what I believe is going to just happen this day. I don't like to kind of map out the whole rest of it because it's only one more trading day. So let's look at what we have here for U-Chief. If it loads. All right, so it's been in an upwards pattern. We had the momentum push, didn't take out that peak to the top. It was divergent. News hit, and it continued. So it took out these lows, it pulled back. I'm going to say the same thing, guys. Look where it wicked, right, off that trend line. So I want to see this thing come back down to retest at minimum or to break it and hit this recent daily low. So I want a continuation shot on the Euro USD up, and then continuation down on the US Chief pair because the dollar did go weaker. So it will go down. 4-hour real quick. I'm just trying to look for specific patterns. It did wick fat. It's still above the stationary 50, so we got to be like really careful with it. The daily also should have a fat wick as well. Yeah, it's literally identical to EU, just upside down. So I want to see this thing shoot down a little bit more. Look for sells on YouTube. GU. GU was the one other pair that we had for the continuation. This was one of the obvious setups that we had. Did anybody play GU? Because I'm not even kidding. It was literally perfect. Rode the catch up. I said after this low, it would pull back and we would see a drop. Now, it didn't pull back to that trend line, nor did it pull back to that water, but we did call it for a fucking drop. It was a second day guaranteed. It was perfect. So, you caught that. Good shit. It's over. Look at that. It's extremely oversold. It's divergent going upwards while prices like this, and I told you that GBP pairs can do that. So we should be seeing a continuation push, and I want to see it come up for the retest of that trend line. Let me look at this from a bigger time stream. 4 hour. Cool. It's oversold on the 4 hour. Now, it doesn't look like. See, here's the thing. It is a downtrend, and if you guys notice, it did take out this low that it's been, rejecting and hasn't broken since almost 4 weeks ago, almost a month ago. So it finally broke out of it, and this was the downtrend. So anything going upwards right now, I'm going to have to say is just a pullback. So I want you guys to be looking for this to kind of, like I said, shoot up, and then we'll be looking for that continuation back down because it's not divergent. Nothing's telling me that it's supposed to be reversal. So when I don't see divergence and I don't see signs of any reversal, I see that this thing has to come back as the retest for the on the trend line for it to continue in the direction that it's in. So this is all just saying continuation. Anything that's going up is just to finish out and come right back down. So we'll be finishing off our buys for the week. And then next week, depending on how it operates tonight, we'll be looking for sells to continue the ultimate downtrend. Let's go to UJ. UJ, a lot of people had racked out on this. It stop hunted a little bit higher than I anticipated, which is, it's normal. It happens, especially during like shitty times of UJ, because I don't know if you guys saw, but the yen was taking a hit, the yen was dropping, and then the U.S. dollar dropped. So it's like both currencies were getting weaker. So it was kind of like a weird time for this pair. But at the end of the day today, Trump had that whole thing this morning, and it fucking dropped. It dropped hella. We had multiple entries on this pair, and needless to say, we racked the fuck out. So it was a good setup. Now, I was discussing with another trader, and he's been looking at this pair for a while. And there are a couple of things that concern me about it because I do see this thing still dropping. Right, so short term, guys, just to let you guys know, short term, this was expected. I was saying that it was going to drop, it was going to rise to form that head and shoulders, and then it would drop again. So this may not be looking like it needs to form a head and shoulders. So I feel like it is divergent up here. Let me go to the hour actually, so you guys can see it. That is a double top right here. That's a double top, clean as day. Double top comes down. It's divergent from here to here. It's been going. I want to see it pull up to the 1 hour water if it zooms in the next 5 seconds. Come on. So many things going on right now in the charts. It's lagging my MetaTrader 4. Okay. Come on. Here we go. Control-Delete. All right, while this is loading, I want to see this thing come up to that 1 hour water, which is almost identical to that left shoulder of what could be the head and shoulders. Now, if it shoots up that high, we'll be looking for it to sell. Now, it may not go up that high, it can obviously just retest that little the EMA, but I do expect this thing to re-drop again to continue towards this ultimate trend line. Now we'll just have to be patient, wait for the consolidate, look for it to shoot up a little bit, and then we'll obviously be looking for this thing to sell once more. I don't know why this is loading so slow. It's because I had too many MetaTraders open. Alright, my shit's frozen right now. There we go. Close one and opens the other. So we're looking for this thing to come up a little bit more, hit there, and we're looking for it to drop again. All right. So that's ultimately what I see. Continuation drop, new low, this low here, come up, lower high, form that lower low, or the retest of that trend line. We'll be looking for it to either break and continue, or shoot back up with the trend. So there's multiple things that we can be looking for. Let me see this. This is what I was looking at with a couple of the guys. It had the weekly. Why is this lagging so much? Is there movement right now in the market? This is getting ridiculous. This thing is frozen beyond belief. Normally when that happens, that means there's something happening in the market. My laptop. No, not even. Like, this is just weird. This is fucking weird. This is literally telling me that that something is happening. What pair is moving now? Does anybody know?
Gold is moving. It's dropping really hard.
Gold?
Yeah, it's dropping. I have buys on
gold. Yeah, see, my laptop, my MetaTrader 4, it, like, gives me signs. When it doesn't move and it's frozen, that means something big just moved. So gold must be dropping heavy. Let me look at my phone.
Odd CAD just dropped too.
Is there news? What's that? Look at that. Oh, see? Hey, there's... Damn.
Yeah.
The dollar again? Was there more news on the dollar?
Let's check out Forex Factory really quick.
I see that because I'm looking at my little thing down here.
No, it's just CAD news. It's just there's GBP that already happened at 1:30, and then there's just CAD news that's up next. There's nothing on Forex Factory.
Trump must have did something because all the dollar pairs are moving. Every single one of them.
Yeah, gold is dropping.
EU dropped. GU
Everything,
dropped.
literally everything's moving.
Yeah, there's some shit going on behind.
Wait, what's that? Check the news on Forex Factory. Hold on. It says PBOC fixes USD.
A meat mallet.
Oh, it's the reference rate. Something about the reference rate.
What do you need a meat mallet for?
Why do I need a meat mallet?
What do you need to crush them for?
Oh, we also had the OPEC meeting at 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude. Well, that explains a lot of shit because all the dollars just took a hit. Or actually,
But OPEC's got to do oil, so I'm more confused.
Right in
that
front of
means
us.
the dollar is rising.
Trump just invited Putin to the White House. That must be it.
This is some great shit. This is the stuff you can't really control.
Right in front of me. Right in front of me, north.
Okay, well that just ruined a bunch of shit that we had predicted.
Wait. Depends where you set your stop loss.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
more coming
it all
up.
depends on what your trades are right now.
My gold stop loss hasn't hit yet.
Yeah, gold broke the water on the 15.
Yeah, it's testing 1218, and my stop loss is right below that. My stop loss is at 1215, so I'm hoping it responds to that.
I mean, this should be.
What is that?
I'm hoping it doesn't go much further.
Skips open market operations again today for a net weekly injection of CNY. Last week, CNY.
I mean, it does have to fill the daily wick still, so.
Yeah. Well, gold's dropping. That shit's a downtrend.
Yeah, gold's going to fill that daily wick for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I had buys on gold. Dang it.
Well, I'm gonna. Well, yeah, I'm on a chart analysis. My chart's freezing because of the movement.
What color was it?
Yeah.
I also had sells on Euro odd, and it just
Not for you.
flew up.
Gold screws up a lot of people this week. Gold is directly correlated with the dollar. That's why it's the dollar. But
Do you think that's the rate on UJ?
Yeah, gold's going to go down at least another 9 points.
this thing is going to keep dropping. It broke that low. It broke that trend line from 3 years ago. So gold is strictly a technical pair, but gold is also the pair that could be fucking affected by any news. All right, so GU, what was the thing on GU that we had for a buy? Well,
I'm disgusting.
Forget it. It's a sell.
That
it's
was
like everything that we just said.
No, you didn't see what happened, you bitch ass
completely
nigga.
reversed it.
Why are you gonna be so mean?
This is craziness.
Oh man, I think I need to close my gold.
Bro, I
Yeah, if
fucking
you're in
fucked up
gold
the thing with
buys,
this
I
card too,
would
bro.
recommend closing those.
Bitch.
Yeah. Can I
Trying
hit
to
it?
hurt my feelings all the time, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I'm taking
She's
a
dropped.
Take
She's
gold
filling
then?
that daily wick for sure.
All right, I'm closing everything. All right.
So many unexpected shit just happened.
You didn't get into the gold shorts yet. Just wait for it to retest the water on the 15.
Yeah. Wait, which one?
The 50 EMA on the 15.
For gold?
Yeah, I could retest it.
No,
Ryan, what were we talking about correlating? Dollar's going up.
The next candle for sure.
Unless this is just no. Let me look. I'm trying to find the DXY. So
It's going up. Dollar's going up like crazy.
Yeah, no.
I have USD on. Yeah. Man, this was not a good. I was up and now I'm down.
Little 5.0 lot on gold.
I had a lot and a half on gold going up.
EU's dropping too.
Oh, it's still dropping. This is great.
Yeah, gold's going down.
Well,
Yeah, it's filling that
it was a
daily.
downtrend.
I'd put your TPs at like 1 or 12.11. Just right above that daily wick.
Depending on what comes in here, we're trying to. All right, let me go to green. This shit's like lagging. I still can't
Chiefs
use
rate
it.
might go down and hit that buy limit though.
My shit's still frozen.
Huh?
Holy God, gold is dropping.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I thought we would see a bounce after 12-12. Like the volume this morning showed that it was going to bounce a little bit, and then this is all news. There's no way to predict this.
No, that's what I'm saying. The news will literally screw up any technicals. But there wasn't like anything notable.
And gold was holding the level. That's the thing. Gold like follows technicals really well. If it holds it, it means it's going to go up.
This is the level.
Now it's just a bunch of shit.
Here. That was here.
Yep, we going all the way down.
Literally rejected it here, and it's breaking. It's going to go retest the low.
Yep. It's got to fill the daily wick. For sure.
Yeah. And the DXY is going crazy right now, so bounce perfectly off of it. And it's still bleeding.
Euro odd is rallied so hard.
What is it?
It rallied. It's almost at
Look at that.
It rallied.
Dropped hella. And let's go for the Aussie right now. It might actually be Euro. I don't think it's the Euro.
You know, honestly, GJ I think will go to 145.
I have AJ's on cells.
Well,
Right.
Euro odd is still good. I mean, it's still holding the zone until it breaks it. I mean, this.
I know. You just gotta wait for it to put it. Just put a sell limit on it. Drop.
Yeah. So we have about from this top here, and then we got. I'm gonna see if I could draw the supply zone real quick. drop from like this wick. If it loads, because my MetaTrader 4 is still loading. There we go.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was not expecting that gold
Yeah.
drop.
That's why I'm like, why is my MetaTrader 4 not working right now? I'm like, the only reason this is because something's moving. What's moving? All the dollar pairs. All right, so if it holds this zone or doesn't go beneath it or doesn't crack open that 1.8841 or doesn't crack beneath or above the recent weekly high, then this thing is still valid for sell. But I still wouldn't touch this pair till next week. Honestly, after what just fucking happened, I wouldn't touch shit for next week. There's no point. All this just moved. All the pairs are meeting their ADR requirements of the average daily range. Like for the week, there's so much volatility this morning and today, just enough to fill the week's ADR. There's not going to be a lot of movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so like, how about this? Because of that, I don't even know what else to look. I mean, we can finish up UJ, AUD, USD. It's all the dollars. Fucking.
I mean, just put a sell limit on Euro odd at the very top, set a 10, 15 pip stop loss, and that's it.
See, UJ's still good. This is the one pair that's still valid, honestly. This one didn't even move. It's weird.
Yeah, it really didn't move. That's
So we could still be seeing this. That's what I'm still looking for. It'll hit the zone and it'll consolidate. Come up to this, literally the zone of like right there. So it'll come up, hit the zone, consolidate on it, and then we'll probably look for that retest of this low. If it has enough volatility in it. I mean, this big drop right here was pretty solid. So we'll have to see. There's no more news for the rest of the week here. Nothing crazy at least. AUD, USD. Come on. Yeah, it should tank. The AUD, USD was a fucking sell. Ultimately got a downtrend, but it's still holding, still in the zone. That's a 5 minute. Let's see. Alright, let's zoom in. This is going to retest that low.
Are you on odd USD? Yeah.
Yeah. Because the news momentum right now is pushing it. I mean, it's divergent, it's oversold. That's why we had it for the buy. But
and that's a double top on top right there.
Yeah, 1-2. Right off the water. Yep. I think
this is a sell.
Yeah, it's going right back down to the recent low.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the technicals just got screwed up. So let's look at GJ.
Oh, this sucks.
Can I pull the dollar index? Yeah, 1 sec. So this is the daily. GJ bounced right off of that trend line. This is going back down. Let's see this 4 hour. No signs of reversal on the 4 hour, so we're going to be continuing the downtrend. Hour is it's in the complete oversold zone. It is almost extremely oversold. Is it divergent? It might not be. So we could be seeing a pullback on the 4 hour, on the hour.
Yeah, maybe London tends to move things in one way and then reverse the next hour or so. So that might happen for
London does a lot of stop hunts.
GJ. I say just wait for sells.
Yeah. Best bet would be to see this thing. I mean, if it does shoot up, it shoots up. I mean, what do we have right here? Let me draw this trend line. We got this. Come on. That's the trend line that's been respecting. I still see this thing for a sell right now. I mean, the only way it could be possibly a buy is if it really decides to shoot up and come back down and retest that high, but nothing's really telling me that. I think it's going to stay beneath the stationary 50 into the oversold zone. We're going to see it continue to drop. 15-minute. Every time frame there's a different pattern. Come on, load. Oh, it's redropping again
Yeah.
for the continuation. I don't like to mess around with GJ reversals, so I'm going to have this continue in the direction that it's going. The only way you guys would be able to look for this to be a buy at all whatsoever would to watch it break up above this trend line and retest the recent weekly low, which at that time it should also be lined up correctly, almost similarly to the water. So you'll see like a 50-50 bounce, retesting the recent weekly low and also retesting the trend line that it just broke. So that's the only way I would see it for a buy, but for right now, I would just continue with sells or just hold off on it. So we're going to have to see how it goes. Somebody asked me about the DXY. Where's that? Do I have it? I think it's on here. Hold on a sec. Trying to open it up. The DXY is the dollar index on this one. Come on. There we go. US index. Oh, is it already there? Oh, I have it. Dude, my chart is so slow right now. These damn charts are moving again.
Oh wow, EJ dropped.
Bro, I'm telling you, DJ's on 145. Look at that.
Something is moving again. Yeah.
Where is EJ going?
Never seen this guy before.
Oh yeah, EJ's headed to like 130, 129. You guys can short EJ, I think.
Yeah, you're just gonna be dropping for a minute. We got a sell limit on that yesterday.
He's reselling it right now.
You see this? Look at this. Every pair is going nuts right now. It's the euro. It's not even just the yen, it's the euro. Because UJ's not moving. EJ's moving. And that means euro, USD is moving too.
Ryan, check your text.
Yeah, so that's
EJ is gonna drop about 90 pips right now. You look at the structure, it's just making higher lows. And it just made a higher low. It touched the 200 MA, rejected. It's going to drop tonight to the 130.05.
yeah, GJ literally, we just said what? GJ was a sell and it just fucking dropped. 30.
Yeah, I got to make up this money.
Oh my God. Well, that means UJ should be redropping too. Oh shit.
All right, guys.
Josh, UJ. All right, my things are frozen because there's too much movement going on in the marketplace, and I literally can't mark any charts right now because there's so much.
UJ dropping.
EJ is a sell. Sell EJ.
Pretty much all the JPY pairs.
Sell EJ. Take it to 80 pips down. That's
Holy God, look at AJ.
Holy, let's go.
AUD JPY is tanking.
Sell
UJ is tanking too.
All the JPYs. Josh, JPY, UJ.
Holy.
All right, guys. I have 3 lots on EJ sells. Let's take this home.
Come back.
No, I just lost like
Oh my
1K on gold. So I'm pretty pissed about that.
Yo.
Let's take it at 130. It might even drop to 128, guys.
Look at this.
Just take it to 128. I'm up on EJ now.
Yeah, my charts are still frozen. I can't move.
Sell EJ. That's free money right now. It's free money. Oh shit. Okay, I just made back my losses from gold. You guys, this is free money.
How are we negative right now and it's dropping?
The spread is ass.
We're in cheap. What's going on?
I don't know, but the market, just sell it. It's going to
So
take.
how are we up and it's negative? Chief J is hella in profit on the charts, but it's negative.
EJ just broke structure. EJ has a head and shoulder on the 1 hour chart, guys.
I literally can't.
Head and shoulder.
I was saying, yo, Josh, UJ. Yeah. Dude, everything is just, hold on. Let me look at.
Yeah, sell EJ.
Pretty much. All right. Guys, there's no point in trading tonight. Like, there's nothing going on. This is already happening right now. GU is dropping right now. UG's rising.
Where did you say EJ was going?
I think EJ is going to 128.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was looking at. Just making sure.
Yeah, just sell it. It broke structure too. It's a head and shoulders on the 1 hour chart. My opinion, it's a sell. I have 3 lots on it right now.
I'm looking at it to drop beneath that blueberry. It should be retesting. It broke that heavy trend line.
It broke that whole area that it was resisting, and it tried to fight back. It just broke it. So I think we're good for sells.
This reminds me a lot. This is the most intense. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. My charts have never been this frozen before. Never. I've never sat here and watched my charts not move. Like, hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second. I'm gonna exit everything out because this is.
Head and shoulders, guys.
EJ's pulling back a bit right now.
Yeah, I'll pull back. It's dropping again. I got in at 130.94, and I'm already up a lot.
Yeah, I'm up on UJ and EJ.
How are we this doesn't make any sense. We're in Chief J. It's dropping. We're way beneath.
Oh yeah, solid drop on EJ, guys. Look at that candle. Look at the volume. They're pushing it to 130. So let's make back our money that we bought on gold. Oh man, it's below the 200 MA right now, so it's probably yeah. Look at the 5 minute. This is live trading at its best.
I can't even close down my M4.
The volume is still down, guys. Holy. Yeah.
Dude, I can't even exit out of my MT4. Let's try this again. Oh, there we go. Let's try this one more time.
All right. Now we're getting a pullback, but I think we're okay. Yeah.
UJ just is tanking right now.
Yeah, that's what I was just.
Oh, UJ is tanking?
Yeah, it's about to hit my take profit.
Yeah. So the yen just got really strong. So it's something with Japan. Yeah.
God damn. All right.
Oh my gosh.
It's not opening. This is frustrating.
Now, yeah, it's at a minor support, but the support that it broke, it was a major support area. It was resisting at 1, 2, 3, and now it finally broke it. So it's going to drop. 3 failed attempts, and we have a head and shoulders.
How far back do you think EJ is gonna pull?
Not very much. I think it's still dropping. The volume is still pushing down.
God, dog.
So fast.
Oh, do we have chart open?
Oh, it's a circle. Yes, man. Make some other.
Jesus.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's turn is.
All right. Well, I don't want to sit on here and continue. My charts aren't even loading. So I'm gonna have to like call this because this is literally just like this is just fucking weird.
All right, here it goes. This is your next leg for EJ. All right, thanks.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll
Oh
come back.
my gosh.
We'll come back on Sunday, and hopefully this shit is actually fixed because there's just so much momentum right now.
I am ridiculously up and I'm in love.
All right, people. I'll talk to you guys on Sunday.
Peace
and,
out.
We'll come back on.
Deuces.
Peace.